AITA for refusing to let my addict stepson, his addict GF, and their newborn son move in. I 64 am married to my wife 62F. We've been married over 20 years. We have no kids together. I have no kids at all. My wife has 3 kids, all adults now. The youngest, her son Mark 30, is an addict heroin and meth and has been since about 15 years old. He had been in and out of rehabs, which I have spent a considerable amount of money on. My wife does not work and has never worked, so financially she has never contributed to anything, including the rehabs. Mark has been a catalyst for so many fights over the course of our marriage and caused so much pain and heartbreak. He has broken into our home and stolen from us on numerous occasions. My wife has went behind my back countless times and given him money. I have put up with so much. Mark is homeless and has been for years now. He and his GF Danielle, of about 2 years, live in a non-operational trailer on the side of the road in a crime-ridden city. About 4 months ago, we find out that Danielle is pregnant. Danielle is a drug addict as well. The last 3 months of her pregnancy, Danielle began taking Suboxone. However, prior to that, she was using while pregnant. Since the day we found out about the pregnancy, I have told my wife that I will not be responsible in any way for this baby. I am retired, and we are barely getting by ourselves. I cannot financially afford to take care of this baby, and my wife refuses to work. I have been very clear about this since day one. My wife has chosen to ignore what I was telling her, and I assume she thought she'd just strong-arm me into getting her way, or just thought she would do whatever she wants in regards to her son and his new family. For the sake of transparency, I have to admit that I myself am a recovering addict alcoholic, but have been completely clean for over 30 years. My wife is also a recovering alcoholic and has not drank in over 25 years herself, but she does have an addiction to prescription pain pills, opioids. However, she refuses to admit it's an addiction. She snorts her pills. My stepson had his son today. Miraculously and thankfully, the baby is completely healthy and so far is showing no signs of dependence. She believes they will be released to go home tomorrow, and the social worker at the hospital has let them all know that if they do not have somewhere to actually go with the baby, they will be taking the baby. My wife told me today that she is letting them come live with us just for a month until they get housing, and if you say no, I'm going to do it anyway and just divorce you. I told her we will be getting a divorce then, and I will not let them into our home. I also know neither of them will ever stay clean, and that my wife is going to try and take custody of the baby, which she admitted to me she would. I told her if she tries to take custody, I will tell CPS about her addiction to snorting her prescription pain medication. Edit to add, he is in and out of jail all the time, mostly for burglary-related crimes, and was just arrested and released the day before his GF went to the hospital to give birth. They only let him out of jail on his OR because my wife and his GF went to court and cried and said the only reason he went on a high-speed chase with the police is because he was scared to miss the birth of his child. He has countless arrests with situations exactly the same. He is also a felon. So, AITA.